Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud.
It's Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world. And up, it's Antonio Tarver. Of course, you remember him for what he did to Roy Jones Jr. He is the former multi-time light heavyweight champion of the world.
Look at this. These fights are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 6 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from Florida, here is the 3-time world champion, the Magic Man, Antonio Tarver.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
This is one of those arenas where you have to fight or you're going to be found wanting.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Straight right just misses. The crowd is dressed to impress here tonight, and the fighters promise to do the same as we cannot wait for this, our main event.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people are here in this place. They will spot it.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good counter punching. Perfect counter shot. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about what do we expect to see here in round 2? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Good counter punch. Both want a highlight reel knockout. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Those counter punches have to hurt. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
That counter shot lands. And he scores with the counter. One punch could change everything in this battle. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Which fighter will say no mas? The straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Good man. Get your rhythm back, and then we go again. That was a terrible right hand is beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there. He's not in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together and go out there and put it back on him this round. He was coasting this fight, and now you've let him back into it. Now, it's a tough fight. Don't forget the jab, and don't get carried away. Think about the... Go out, the first minute, stick on the jab, and then start... Work there. The jab's working nice.
Let's get it started in round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Perfect counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Just misses with that jab. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Misses with the straight left. A perfect counter shot. That jab won't score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones and that. Here we go to the 4th round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Insane action. Good counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The straight right just misses. The straight right just misses. Counter punches have to hurt. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Roy. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
The right hook just missed. Nice counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that straight left. He misses with that straight left. The charts action from both of these fighters. Good counter punching. Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones. Let's start the 6. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What you've got to do, Teddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Just misses with that jab. They exchange punches. Both men step back for just a moment. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well done with that counter shot. Time they throw a shot, they get countered. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And that's it. A unanimous decision win.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.